You wake up feeling like you've barely slept, even though you technically got your 7 hours. Your body's heavy, your brain's foggy, and your energy meter is already blinking red. You drag yourself through the morning, gulping caffeine just to function like a half-broken robot. And the worst part? This has become your normal. Most people think energy comes from sleeping more or drinking stronger coffee, but that's only scratching the surface. Deep inside your biology, there's a switch designed to release real lasting energy, and you've probably never flipped it. It's not some secret supplement or complex routine. It's a natural part of how your body is wired. The problem is no one ever taught you how to activate it, so you stay stuck in survival mode. High-performing cultures don't rely on hustle or luck to stay energized. They follow simple daily habits that naturally trigger this internal power system. These routines signal the body to recover faster, think clearer, and focus harder even on limited sleep. You don't need a lifestyle makeover. You need the right inputs at the right time. Energy isn't something you push harder to get. It's something you unlock when your nervous system is aligned and your environment supports you. Imagine your body like a dam holding back power. Flip the gate open and energy flows without resistance. You just need to know where the lever is. In this video, you'll learn how to flip that switch using 7 simple steps. No gimmicks, no fluff, just habits grounded in science and proven by practice. These are the quiet forces that create explosive results over time. And once you apply them, running on empty will become a thing of the past. Most people believe that feeling tired means they didn't sleep enough, but that's not always the truth. You can sleep 8 or even 9 hours and still wake up feeling like your battery is at 10%. The real issue often isn't how long you sleep, but how well your body actually recovers during that time. Quantity without quality is just time lost in bed with no return on investment. Your body doesn't respond to the clock. It responds to signals. If your evening habits confuse your nervous system or your environment sends the wrong cues, your brain won't enter deep restorative sleep. That's why some people wake up recharged after just 6 hours, while others feel like zombies after 8. It's not about sleep length, it's about sleep depth and timing. The myth that more sleep automatically means more energy has created a culture of oversleeping and under-recovering. People try to fix their exhaustion by sleeping in, taking random naps, or dragging through 10-hour sleep marathons. But if your system is misaligned, adding more hours won't help. It just delays the real solution. True energy isn't a time issue. It's a signal processing issue. Your goal isn't to sleep longer. It's to train your body to recover smarter and faster. When you flip the right internal switches, even short sleep becomes supercharged. You stop chasing time and start mastering restoration. And that's when the shift happens, from fatigue to flow, from drain to dominant. One of the fastest ways to unlock deeper recovery and more energy is by lowering your core body temperature. Your brain uses temperature as a signal to decide when to enter deep sleep and when to stay alert. If your environment is too warm, your body struggles to shut down fully, which leaves you waking up tired. Cooling down isn't just about comfort, it's about triggering biology. Studies show that the ideal sleep temperature ranges between 60 to 65 degrees Fahrenheit. That's significantly lower than the average modern bedroom, which often sits between 68 and 72. In cultures with high recovery and low burnout rates, cooler sleeping environments are a norm, not a luxury. They use cold, not just to sleep, but to restore energy on a cellular level. When your body temperature drops by even 2 degrees, it triggers the release of melatonin and the onset of slow-wave sleep. This is the phase where your body does its deepest healing, repairs muscle tissue, balances hormones, and clears mental fog. Without this phase, no amount of sleep will feel satisfying because your system didn't do the work it needed. Temperature sets the stage for everything else. So tonight, try a cold room, a light blanket, and skip the warm pajamas. Open a window, use a fan, or turn down the thermostat if you can. You're not punishing yourself. You're priming your body to activate its natural energy systems. Cold is the cue that tells your body it's safe to go deep, and that depth is what brings the energy back. We've been sold the idea that the softer the bed, the better the sleep, but that couldn't be further from the truth. Your spine doesn't want to sink, it wants to stay aligned and supported through the night. When you sleep on an overly plush surface, your body constantly shifts to find balance, disrupting your rest. The result is micro-awakenings, poor posture, and waking up sore instead of refreshed. In cultures like Japan, people often sleep on firm futons placed over tatami mats. It sounds extreme, but it promotes spinal alignment and reduces pressure points, which leads to deeper, uninterrupted sleep. Their bodies adapt, and in return, they wake up energized without needing to stretch or shake off the night. It's a case of less comfort, more recovery. Soft doesn't always mean supportive. A pillow-top mattress might feel good for 10 minutes, but after hours, it lets your hips or shoulders sink unevenly, creating tension. Firm sleeping surfaces do the opposite. They distribute weight evenly and keep your body stable. That stability is what allows your nervous system to fully relax and restore during sleep. If switching beds isn't an option, start with a firmer mattress topper or remove some layers. Even placing a thin mat on the floor for short rest periods can help you feel the difference. Your energy tomorrow starts with how you align tonight, and true support always beats fake comfort. Give your spine what it actually needs, not what feels easy in the moment. It might sound backward, but using heat before bed is one of the smartest ways to cool your body down and trigger deep sleep. A hot shower or bath raises your core temperature temporarily, but when you step out, your body rapidly cools down. That drop in temperature signals your brain that it's time to rest and recover. It's not just relaxing, it's biological preparation for real sleep. This technique is deeply embedded in Japanese culture through nightly soaking rituals in hot baths known as ofuro. They don't just bathe for hygiene, they do it to reset their nervous system and prime their body for the next day. The result is lower stress, better sleep quality, and naturally higher energy. You don't need incense or candles, just water and timing. Science backs this up with strong evidence. Studies show that taking a hot shower or bath 1 to 2 hours before bed significantly improves sleep depth and reduces time spent tossing and turning. It creates the perfect contrast effect where your body shifts from warm to cool and your brain locks into rest mode. The entire system interprets this as a shutdown command. So tonight, skip the phone and soak instead. Let the heat do the work and trust the cool down to flip the switch internally. This small ritual has an outsized impact on how you feel tomorrow. Your energy doesn't start in the morning. It begins the night before with a few quiet minutes under the water. We've been conditioned to see exhaustion as a weakness, something to hide or power through. But in truth, exhaustion is one of the most intelligent signals your body can send. It's not a flaw, it's feedback, a warning light telling you your internal systems are overstretched. Ignoring it doesn't make you strong, it just buries the message deeper. In cultures like Japan, visible tiredness is often seen as a sign of effort and commitment, not laziness. People are allowed to nap in public without shame because rest is respected, not ridiculed. Contrast that with the Western mindset where fatigue is met with caffeine sarcasm and hustle slogans. We cover it up instead of asking why it's there in the first place. When you treat tiredness as a personal failure, you activate stress responses that make recovery even harder. Your nervous system stays on high alert because you're fighting the very thing that's trying to help you. But when you treat exhaustion as a cue to restore, not perform, your body feels safe enough to recharge. That's where the real healing begins. Start by noticing your own language around tiredness. Instead of saying I'm lazy, try I need recovery. Instead of pushing through, try pausing and resetting. When you honor fatigue, your energy returns faster and more fully. Respecting the signal is the first step to rewriting the system. Most people treat naps like a guilty pleasure or a luxury they can't afford, but the truth is, they're one of the most efficient tools for restoring energy. A 20-minute nap is not about laziness, it's about brain optimization. It clears mental fog, improves memory, boosts focus, and resets your emotional state without dragging you into a groggy slump. It's like pressing a refresh button for your entire nervous system. In high-performing cultures, strategic rest is seen as a form of discipline, not weakness. Instead of obsessing over getting a perfect 8-hour block, they focus on how to recharge in small doses throughout the day. These short, intentional breaks restore energy faster than mindless scrolling or sugar snacks. It's not more sleep you need, it's smarter rest placement. Science shows that even a brief nap can shift brainwave patterns, reduce cortisol, and sharpen decision-making. You don't need to fall into deep sleep for it to work. Your body just needs a pause from constant stimulation. When timed right, micronaps act like mini upgrades to your operating system. They restore without requiring you to shut down for long periods. If your schedule feels too packed, start with a 10-minute eyes-closed reset between tasks. Set a timer, lean back, and let your body breathe without input. Over time, this habit compounds into greater clarity, resilience, and drive. Small rests create big returns when done with intention and timing. Every night your brain begs for quiet, but instead you give it chaos. Endless scrolling, late-night notifications, and loud, unpredictable content keep your nervous system wired and overstimulated. Blue light delays melatonin, the hormone responsible for sleep, while emotional content keeps your brain stuck in problem-solving mode. You're not relaxing before bed, you're flooding your system with noise. In modern life, screens have become the bedtime ritual, replacing what used to be calm transitions. But your brain hasn't evolved to handle that kind of input right before sleep. It still thinks bright light means danger, and fast content means stay alert. So instead of winding down, your system braces itself for more, and sleep becomes shallow, fragmented, and weak. Cultures with stronger energy cycles often respect the boundary between stimulation and restoration. They create buffer zones after sunset, reducing tech use and embracing quieter evening rituals. These soft landings tell the brain it's safe to shift into recovery. And that's exactly what allows their mornings to start with clarity instead of chaos. So tonight, try a 1-hour tech-free zone before sleep. Switch off the screens, dim the lights, and let your mind settle into stillness. Read, journal, stretch, or listen to calming audio, anything that grounds you. You don't need total silence, but you do need less static. When your nights get quieter, your days get sharper. Let's bring it all together, because the path to unlimited energy isn't about doing more, it's about doing smarter. You learned how dropping your core temperature primes your brain for deep recovery, and how firm support beats soft comfort when it comes to restorative sleep. You saw how using heat before bed actually cools you down, and how reframing exhaustion unlocks healing instead of shame. Every step is a small switch, but together they flip the entire circuit. You discovered the power of micronaps not as lazy escapes, but as strategic resets that sharpen your mind and mood. You learned how cutting digital static before bed restores your nervous system and creates the calm needed for real rest. These aren't complicated rituals or expensive tools. They're simple science-backed adjustments that rewire how your body recharges, and they're all accessible starting tonight. The truth is, you're not broken, you're just misaligned. You've been trying to fix your energy with force when the answer was in finesse. One aligned habit leads to another until your days feel lighter and your body feels stronger without needing to push or punish yourself. This is how energy becomes your baseline, not your battle. Now it's your turn. Choose one of these habits and commit to trying it tonight. Drop it in the comments, tell us which one you're starting and why. Because when you share, you inspire. And if this helped you, share it with someone who's tired of being tired. Let's flip the switch together and make exhaustion a thing of the past.